was that cool opening or what, man? I think it worked this time. Finally, I think I got it to work.
You're learning, right?
You're muted. Why are you muted?
I don't know.
No. Come back.
Says there we go. How's that better?
Oh, what the crap? He's still out. Log out. Come back in. All right, we'll see him in just a second. I got my volume up all the way on the other phone. So welcome to Tuesday Talk. Want to give a big thank you to Josh Link, the mindful vet, for that intro. We finally got the audio to play live on YouTube, so we're pretty happy with that. And here comes Albert back.
How about now?
You there?
No, yes.
Nope.
I can hear you. It says you have me muted.
Boy, I don't know what's happening now. This is ridiculous. Put it in the chat. It says you have me muted. I do not have you muted, bro. Maybe you have yourself muted.
Senior Chief says,
look on the right hand side, find your picture, sources, and let's see what's happening here. Pat can hear me. I can't hear you. That's really, really weird. All right. You stay on. Oh, okay. I'm going to wait. I don't know what he's doing. All right. Well, I'm here, and I don't know what's going to happen here, but we're going to go from here. I'm going to take a nice sip of my Saturday Java Company coffee this morning in my nice C130 mug, and we'll see what happens to Albert here in just a second. So we'll talk about Saturday Java Company here real quick. Albert is back. I heard a beep this time. Can I hear you?
How about now?
Oh, there it is. Woohoo! I don't know what that was all about.
I don't know, but I just jumped on my phone instead of the laptop here, so whatever.
Yeah, you might have, you know what? You could have your settings just a little bit wrong. I was just telling everybody how I was enjoying my nice, refreshing, warm cup of coffee from the Saturday Java Company. Want to give a shout out to those guys. Trying the what am I got this morning? Jason's Blend is what I have this morning. So Saturday Java Company, Jason's Blend is what it's called. How fitting, huh? I know. We're gonna leave that alone.
That's way too easy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him about his branding and stuff here. Shortly, right? We'll bring that up. But hey, you know what? It's good. I've had it for a couple of days now. It came fresh. It's a small batch stuff, right? I don't know his process. He's a guy out of Jersey, I think it is. Crystal met him in Michigan in an ARCA race or a drag race. I can't remember. He sponsored Lex for a weekend one time. He reached out to us and said, hey, I'd like to donate some of our proceeds back to you guys. How do we do this? And I said, hey, send me some coffee. We'll talk about it and we'll go from there. So we received our first donation from Saturday Java Company. Want to say thank you to them. We know that taps into your budget. So thank you very much for that, our friend. And I'll just keep enjoying a little bit of coffee. But we've had a lot going on in the past couple of months. You haven't been around. You've been everywhere, taking care of yourself, taking care of some of the Carolina stuff going on. So welcome back to you. How are you feeling?
Thanks. I'm tired. I just want to go home.
I'm tired, boss.
No, it's been a lot of miles, a lot of hours in the car, a lot of windshield time, but you know what? It was worth every last second of it. So there's some big things coming. Next couple weeks for sure. Mustang Week's right around the corner. There's also a 2-day event with Coastal Carolina Mustang Club at the Greg Rolls Legacy Theater. It's a little theater on Main Street in North Myrtle. They do singing and shows, and they're gonna have a big car show out in the parking lot for 2 days. And we were lucky enough to get invited in to be part of that. So that'll be 2 days before Mustang Week, and then we jump right into Mustang Week, September 1st through the 6th.
Yep.
Then we come back from that, and we have a couple other things going on that aren't locked down yet, so we won't talk about them, but these are locked down for sure. The Greg Rolls Theater, and that's the August 30th, 31st, that weekend. and then Mustang Week kicks off September 1st through the 6th. So those are for sure. You'll see us out and about. We'll have the command post out there. We'll have it ready to roll, and can't miss it. Big red brick. Um, we'll have the flag up this time too. So if there's no power lines and we're loud, so we'll get that up too. But yeah, if you want to come out and see us and hang out for a minute and just, I don't know, have a back porch conversation, we can
have that back porch conversation. Speaking of those back porch conversations, you and I have said multiple times over the past 6-7 years how much motorsports has impacted you and I personally.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this past weekend, 2 weekends ago, when we had the Lex June thing, and winning his first IHRA event, historical for him. He's been trying for years over here. I wanted to
finals U.S. win.
Yeah.
Finals U.S. win. Yeah. He's went round, so we got to be clear that this was a finals win.
Well, that was a big weekend for Lex June and Gerda. Number one, Gerda got her first round win.
Yes.
At Columbus, right? She got her first round win at Columbus, right? Okay, I belong. And then we went all the way. No freebies. We fought. The car broke, right? Had to fix some things, lost some timing, phasing, a wiring issue, right? The car held together for 3.5 seconds. And then blew up. And if it had blown up any sooner, we would have lost.
Yep.
Just everything fell into place last weekend for everybody. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. He has veterans on his team over there, from Rick and Steve and Jesse.
Yep. And there's others that pop in and out too on weekend basis to help. There are.
Chris was there this past week, this past event as well. Right. And I'm not going to tell you who, because that's their story to tell, but I will tell you that there were at least 3 individuals that came up to me during that event and after that event and said, I've got a passion back. I've got a fire that's been lit because of you guys here. Right. And how much it means to have Save 22 on the car and to have you guys show up from all the little stuff that you do, right? Whether it's bringing coffee and donuts in the morning or pickles for Alex, right? Alex has to have his pickle chips. Yep. But, that was a big deal to me. A few weeks before that, we were at another event, and one of the crew members said, I was on my way to Chicago and I really wanted to just drive off the bridge. But I came to the event, and man, I'm glad I did. Right. I've got a new passion, a new fire.
Yeah.
And, that's what motorsports does for us, especially when you can find a group of guys that can come together and achieve a common goal. And that goal was to win that event. And we did it. And I just wanted to highlight that real quick, that, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you think is the end of the world for you, the end of your life as you know it, you're right. It is. It's the end of your life as you know it. So when are you going to take that step to say, I don't want to live like this anymore. Let me change it. I'm the only one that can.
Yep.
Right. And, AA taught me a long time ago that not everybody who's in your life today is going to be in your life tomorrow. And it might just be you outgrowing those people. Right. And you're fighting in your own head that I thought these people were the ones. I thought they were going to be there with me forever. I thought they were going to be my ride or dies, and that's not the case. It's either they're growing and you're not ready, or you're growing and they're not ready. Right? Let's keep a positive spin on this. This isn't anybody, doing anything negative against you. You're just you're finding out that this ain't the spot you need to be in anymore. So Al, go ahead.
A good friend of mine, teammate from back in the service, Mike Owens, always used to say, eyes wide shut. Right? We walk around with our eyes wide shut. Right? We don't see things. We get in our own way.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
And John, he was saying this back in 90 out in the middle of the desert, right?
Yep.
Eyes wide shut, Al. Yeah, Mike. You're right, Big O. Just the things we used to talk about out there that nobody will, about nothing and everything, right?
Yeah, that's what we just said. Hey, big
Yeah.
thanks. While you
Yes.
bring that line up, we want to say thank you to Carson Brown Motorsports and JR over there. They put a phenomenal ad together
Yep.
with part of my story and the motorsports, and they filmed it over at Eldora. It came out this past weekend. Big thanks to those guys, Carson
Yep.
Brown Motorsports,
Yep.
for taking the time and the energy that it took to put that together
Yep.
and edit and everything. So, big thank you to them for raising the awareness of Safe 22 and motorsports and my story a little bit. So thanks to those guys. Carson did a great, I forget where he was. He was at a 400 event and ended up fourth.
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama.
I had
That's
to
what it
think for a
was.
second. How
Yeah.
about that? I remembered something. Holy crap. CPAP must be working.
CPAP. I don't use my CPAP anymore, man. I lost my weight. I don't snore like I used to. I don't have that problem anymore. So
yeah. But back to what you were saying about Lex and Mike Harmon and Ryan Roulette, Carson Brown, and all these others that are helping and involved, right? You look at these teams, right? And you watch, Mike struggles, let's be honest. It's hard for him to keep up now that the sport is changing so much, right? And they're
right.
pushing the everyday normal dude away. They really are. They're just, it's my opinion. We go enough, you see it, right?
You got to have money.
These teams are combining they're 6 7 cars, 4 cars, 3 cars deep, and they're just pushing the everyday single guy out. But yet Mike keeps showing up, Lex keeps showing up, Ryan Roulette keeps showing up, Carson Brown keeps showing up, and some of these guys have been doing it for decades, right?
Right.
And
Long
still
time.
haven't got there, right?
Right.
Fine. Boy, does that sound a little familiar, John?
Yeah. A little
You
bit
know,
of
you
never quit.
you've worked and worked and worked and worked, and it feels like you're never going to get that reward at the end, right? Much like, and
You and I.
sometimes the reward's right there, and we're not even looking for it.
Right.
We get messages after race weekends, at least I do, of people that have gone to the track to see Mike in the truck and car series now, right? Or they've gone to Lex because they saw a video you put up or saw a video Save 22 did, or they've been following Lex, right? And they never put it together, and then all of a sudden he wins, and boom, explosion,
Yeah.
which
He
is
had
which
Lex
is
had
amazing.
4 million interactions on his website last month. 4
Yep.
million. Like
Yep.
that's incredible. And if I don't know if Crystal's going to get on or not, but I heard through our channels that we had nearly 500,000
So
interactions.
we had, I'm glad you brought it up. So we had 309 interactions towards the beginning of the month, and then we tapered off towards the end, and we were right about 146,000. So we were almost 500,000 interactions. And what that means, for those that don't follow that side of it, that means we had 400,000 clicks on a picture, clicks on a link, a like, a dislike, or a comment. That's just not clicking on the page. That's an interaction on the page. So we had almost 418,000
That's
ish,
just
and it's insane. And again,
that's incredible.
it's
That's
all,
incredible.
it's all organic. There's no money's being spent to boost any of this stuff. It's not. It's just our partners working their butts off on the backside of it, to include Goat Locker. I see Senior Chief on here. Um, all these things they're doing quietly in the background. And since we've gone over that 10K followers mark, thank you all. Um, that has changed things dramatically on the business side of what we do, right? Our exposure keeps getting pushed by all that stuff in the meta universe that I don't understand. I know that we get little goals to meet every week. We meet those goals, sharing partners, including partners and tags, yada, yada, yada. The reels have picked up, as you guys can see through our socials. Those things all push us and push us out. So when we're tagging our partners, we're helping them get there as well. So that's important for our partners to know that that's why you're getting tagged, or that's why we may put, just like Goat Locker Racing on a post. So you see that we saw it, that now that you're included in our meta highway, I guess you want to call it. But enough of that. I just want everybody to
It's
know it's
it
greatly appreciated, because now we're working towards the next step, which would be and you hate to talk business, but people need to know that next step goes towards monetization, right? That's where we start earning money on those clicks now. So I don't know what that looks like. Riley's been working his butt off, but unfortunately he had a family member
Speaking of
pass.
Riley, we have to pass on our condolences, thoughts, prayers,
Yep.
all that good stuff to the Benson family. They lost their patriarch, the grandfather, this weekend, and everybody over at GBS and the Benson family, especially Riley, our social media guy. GBS is a huge part of Save 22 with everything that they've done and part of our motorsports program and golf program. So thank you very much to GBS, and we just want to let you know that we're thinking about you, and yeah, we hope to have you back real soon. Right,
Yep.
take the time that you need to take care of yourself, mourn, right, let yourself feel the sadness, the hurt, the pain,
Yep. Yep.
and then get up and come back. Right, we
Yep.
still got work to do, guys.
Yep.
And
yeah, he texted last night and was worried about everything, and I said, Riley, social media can wait, family first. We'll get by. Like it's a few days. It's a few days.
Right. Yeah,
Take
we
care
are
of
not.
family. Take care of family.
We are not some giant corporation. Like we are essentially 5 to 8 people that are volunteering our time. You and I are the only 2 retirees. Everybody else has families and jobs and and other things going on. So everybody's a volunteer that helps out at Save 22.
Yep.
Last time I checked, we were at like 94% of our funds go back into the programs. We had like 5 or 6% for admin costs. So
Yep.
we're doing that part really good. But you want to talk about monetization and business side of the house. We're going to come out with a newsletter here. I'm hoping by September 1st is what we're shooting for, right?
So we'll shoot for the week of Mustang Week because I want to add some stuff in there as well. But yeah, I was I was able to slightly convince one of my offspring to help out with a newsletter. She's pretty good with layouts and stuff like that, and she's pretty versed in Canva, and she's going to take care of that for us.
It's really funny that you and I being Gen X and growing up with no computer, and then you hit the military and now you're into computers, not into computers, but now you're still using the books and the paper tracking, and then you move into computers and being part of the government, you're always 5 to 8 years behind in technology, it seems, right? So trying to get us to understand this metaverse and how these things work, and AI and Canva and all that stuff. We just need some younger people or some more IT minded individuals to step up a little bit and help us out to do these things in less time consuming manners than us old people would do. I guess you'd say we don't.
We're
have
holding
to do
on. We can do it. It just takes us.
We can do it. It just takes us a couple minutes, right?
We're the offspring will sit down there and do whatever they do, and next thing you know, you got a whole presentation. I'm like, how'd you do that? And like, it's too much.
I don't know how I did it.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out this Chat GPT thing. So
how does that work?
I have no idea. I've been shown a few times, and I'm not there yet.
Not there at all. I was looking. I have trying to move it forward here just a minute. I am looking for our next event next Tuesday, where I'll be down at Worcester for a coffee and luncheon type deal for the Korean War veterans, but I can't see. I had it pulled up and I must have clicked out of it. But we're going to be down at the Veteran Service Commission in Worcester with Sunday Porter. She invited us down to come down, maybe give a little 5-minute speak. We'll take the merch truck down, right? We'll take the Safe 22 van down. We'll be there. It's Worcester, Ohio. I want to say that it is like 11 to 2. I might have, there it is. Nope, that's introductions. So let's go here real quick and see where we're at.
There's old Whiskey Pete. Morning.
Whiskey Pete? Aw. So cool.
Yep. Yeah.
This is not the right one. Pete was doing an event this weekend for a fallen veteran, I do believe, if he can comment on that. I'd love to have Pete on too. Pete's a Marine who turned to music and is now living his dream as a performer, both as a solo artist and in a band. And he rides motorcycles, and his wife is cool as hell. Like, dude's living a dream, man. Dude's living a dream. So really happy for Pete. So Pete, love you, buddy. I can't find that paperwork right now. I don't know what's happening with that, but we need to talk real quick about the motorsports update that we have with the IHRA. So the IHRA has graciously authorized, teamed up, partnered with, whatever you want to say.
Insert a word.
Insert the word to assist Save 22 in gathering contacts. That's one way. The other way that they're doing it is that email right here down below, motorsports@save22. That's going to build our database for motorsports fans. And what we're going to do with that is any veteran who would like to go to any IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series event for the remainder of 2025 will be given free admission plus one ticket to attend these events. There's 3 remaining events. They're going to be on September 3rd through the 6th at National Trail in Columbus, Ohio. They'll be at Dragway 42, September 24th through the 27th in Salem, West Salem, Ohio. And then November 5th through the 8th, the season finale. Albert's getting all excited about this one down in North Carolina. Gallet Raceway, is that right?
Gallet, yeah.
Okay, Gallet Raceway, November 5th through the 8th, the IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series season finale. Lex June and I had a conversation yesterday or Sunday, I can't remember. He has committed to the final 3 events. He has also committed to keep Save 22 on the front wing of that car for the remainder of the events, unless somebody else comes along and says they're going to give him title sponsor for that front wing. So kudos to Lex and Gerda for holding us along, keeping us about. Kudos to the IHRA, being able to do this and show up at these events to give veterans and their families a chance to attend the events. Again, free admission to the remaining Nitro Outlaw Series events, National Trail, Dragway 42, and Gallet Raceway in North Carolina, September 3rd through the 6th, September 24th through the 27th, and November 5th through the 8th. Interestingly enough, we also have another event November 5th through the 8th where we are going to be at, that's the South Boston, Virginia one, right?
South Boston, Virginia, Ward Burton Foundation.
Ward Burton Wildlife Foundation. They have invited us down. We have a co-sponsor, I guess is what the word is. I'd have to look at the business acumen of that document, but we're going to be down there. At that event, we're going to have 25 veterans. I believe we're taking some special forces, former special forces guys. That's who we're working to get down there. 25 of them. 3 of them are going to get a shot to ride around the track with Ward Burton, Daytona 500 winner Ward Burton. We're going to have all remaining 2025 merch down there, probably at a reduced cost, just trying to get rid of the merch for 2024. We'll be on site for the day, the evening, the race, probably be there the day before, pack up the day after. Hoping to have Carson Brown stop by, hoping to have Ryan Roulette stop down. A lot going on that weekend, fellas, ladies, listeners, boys, girls, everyone involved. Cannot wrap my head around how much stuff we have going on, really, with Save 22 and the motorsports program. So get down here to motorsports@save22.vet. Send us an email and just be involved, right? Just get in touch. We're always looking for volunteers to come out and help, hang out, tell your story, be around, those types of things. So that's where we're at now. We're moving forward. I want to get Tyler on. I really want to get Tyler on from the IHRA and see if he'll spend some time with us and talk about the process of building the IHRA back up. And
I think it would be important too, coming from the vet side of it as well, explaining why it was so important for him to make sure that was a priority, right? Or make sure why the AHR, why is their why, right? Why veterans?
What is their why?
What
right?
is your why?
What is your why? Right. We can do the how. I want to know your why.
I think
I don't know. Somebody tapped.
We're good now.
Yeah, somebody was.
Yeah. Anyway,
in on us right there.
And I just want to back up and kind of go over that one more time. You're a vet, first responder, or family of, you are good to go to get an IHRA ticket for any of those 3 events that we talked about. And you do that all digital motorsports at save22.net. I think it might be your headphones, bro. They're back.
Yeah, something's acting up. It might be about time. So here we go. Let's see if this works down there. Free admission to IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series events remaining 2025 season. Look at that.
Yep.
All you got to do is email.
Send us an email. Send us an email with your name, and we'll get you taken care of. You're breaking up bad.
Yep.
So it's got to be headphone. I don't know, bro. It goes away.
Here, watch this.
Gone now.
Gone now. Now we're on the headset. Now we're on the laptop. So we'll see how this works. Might be time to upgrade the equipment. You know, we're still using.
Yeah. It's a
couple-year-old. Might be you. Might be the connection. Let's see how this. Did we get it? We got. Could be you. Sounds like it's coming from your end.
How about now?
A little gone.
I jumped off the Wi-Fi.
Man, I'm having problems with the Wi-Fi too. In fact, we lost power a couple days ago, and we lost it long enough that I actually ordered a generator this week. So
look what happened the other day when we were chatting there when I got hit by an EMD, I think.
That was yesterday. You thought you got hit by EMP. I'm like, what the? Everything went dead. All the power went off in his house. The phone lines disconnected. We couldn't get the phone to ring out. It was a good 6-7 minutes.
Phone went black. I couldn't do anything. I'm like, all right, well, done for the day.
Hilarious stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got going on here in Ohio? Well, August 5th is today. We're doing our Tuesday talk. I'll be at the Bolivar Army Navy August 10th. They're doing their monthly meeting that day. Big shout out to Don over there, Beechler, and everybody at the Bolivar Army Navy helping us out. They make semi-annual donations to us based off of their pull tabs and gambling machines that they have in there. So thank you to them. They've been one of our biggest supporters over the last couple of years. They are the biggest supporter right now for motorsports. So thank you very much to the Bolivar Army Navy. Tuesday, the 12th, we're going to be down in Worcester. Like I said, we'll get that event posted on the Safe 22 Facebook and socials and website. Let you know where we're going to be. We will be taking AJ Orr from Ohio Veterans Collaborative. Ohio Veterans Collaborative. AJ takes veterans and tries to get them gainful employment, is his comment, right? Not just a job. We're not going to put you in at Burger King to flip burgers, right? We're going to take those military skills that you've learned and we're going to implement them and categorize them and get you into a place that fits your skill set, right? A gainful set of employment, not just a job. So big thanks to AJ and the Ohio Veterans Collaborative over there. Thank you very much. AJ is going to be coming with us. We're going to sit. We're going to talk. I'm going to see if I can't get our boy Jacob Glover, who did the interview from The Least Likely, maybe come down if he's got some time and teach me about remote broadcasting, right? What kind of things do we need? What kind of setups would be best? How do I make these things work? Be great to talk to him about that and have some information down there, or at least the capability and ability to do a remote broadcast for Tuesday Talk, should we ever find the need to do so. Again, we're moving forward. We're just taking one step at a time, guys, right? We can't overload ourselves or jump in too far and not understand what we're doing and make things worse. So we're doing what works for us right now. And right now it's, every couple of weeks on Tuesday Talk. And that's where we're at right now. That's August the 12th. Props and Pistons is August 16th. That's an air show over here at Akron Fulton Airport. I did request ability to show up there. Unfortunately, I put the wrong email address in and it never made it back to me. So I just responded back to them yesterday. So we'll see what happens. We might be able to get over there for a day. We might not, but hey, be on the lookout for us. Want to give a shout out to Justin Spate and Mike Hughes too with the green. Oh, I'm gonna screw it up, ain't I? I just had it, and I brain fog.
Okay. Well, you want me to jump in?
No, Veterans Advisory Commission. I wanted to say collaborative, and I'm like, I don't think that's the one. So the Veterans Advisory Commission of Green is meeting today, August 5th at 5:30 p.m. Want to give a shout out to those guys. They are a group of local community members in the city of Green who are putting together an advisory commission to better serve veterans in the local community. Same ideas as us, right? Let's have a coffee and conversation. Let's get them out to the high school football games, the soccer games, right? Let's have the availability to show that, hey, there are veterans out here. And we do have avenues for you to get the assistance or help that you need. And that doesn't mean that you have to be in a tight spot, right? It doesn't mean you have to be down and depressed in your feelings. It could be that, hey, look, man, I'm stuck at 70%. It's really kind of hurting me a little bit. I'm struggling. Who do I talk to, right? What is this process? Hey, man, I got denied for my benefits 3 or 4 years ago, and that just doesn't seem right. Can you help me out? Absolutely. Yes. Let's take a look at this. Right. So there's ways that you can go about this without actually being depressed or anxious or suicidal. You might just be running into some stuff with the VA or local governments or whatever that you're just struggling with, and we might have an answer for you. So kudos to Justin and his Veterans Advisory Commission in the city of Green.
Yeah, or a lot of it is misinformation or bad information, or I assume it's this way and it's not, right? So it's always good to at least have a conversation just to see where you're at and see what's going on, right? Don't take that denial letter and just throw it away. There's a code on there, and I promise you, if you Google that code, it's gonna it'll open your eyes real quick. It'll literally tell you exactly what they're looking for, what they need, and it could be as simple as a buddy statement. It could be as simple as a uploaded piece of documentation. That easy, right?
Right.
So when people get these denials and F the VA and F this and F that, bro, come on.
Right.
And it's a process and it takes time. Any insurance, think of it this way, man. Any insurance company, what do you have to do to get there if you're in the private sector to get your treatment? You have to go through these steps to prove that you need the treatment, right? It's that simple. Same thing with the VA. You just got to prove these things happened. And unfortunately, sometimes like our time, and we hate to say it, 35 years ago, Desert Storm, right? A lot of those documents, bro, they're just not there. They're not. Shot records aren't what they are used to be anymore. The digital age wasn't around yet. Like a lot of this stuff's just gone. So those buddy statements are critical. And we were lucky enough, our unit was lucky enough that our commander shows up, our captain shows up on Facebook, and next thing you know, we're all connected, we're all talking to each other, sharing those experiences, and you're just helping your brothers and sisters out, right? Shared experience, that's it. This worked for me, it might not work for you, but it worked, right? So if we've been through the process and we've helped people get through the process, we might know just a little bit. Not all of it. Not all of it. We might know a little bit, right? So if we share those experiences with everybody we talk to, people can get there. People can get there.
I am. You are correct. You are correct. It's not about what you've already done that didn't work, right? It's you probably applied to something because somebody told you to do it, right?
Right.
So did you get the right info? Did you use appropriate wording? Or did you just walk in and go, my back's effed up and my knees are effed up and I want compensation? Well, that doesn't work that way, right? You have to have, why are they messed up? Did you have a specific event? Were you part of the infantry? Were you part of aircraft maintenance? Right? Were you on F-16s or A-10s? Were you on heavies or were you on artillery? Right? There are certain things, and what did they call them? Presumptives. So, right, if you're an aircraft maintenance guy and you were in aircraft maintenance for 6 or 8 years, right, it's presumed you're probably going to have some knee issues, right? You're probably going to have some hands, some carpal tunnel, some hearing loss. right? So we can go in and apply for certain things that, while maybe not guaranteed, the what's the word, acceptable risk,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah, and I'm going through this right now with a family member who happens to be a Vietnam vet, right? And of course, the Vietnam vet era, you know how a lot of those guys are. They just, we don't deserve it. We didn't earn it. This, that, the other. I'm not going back in there and getting treated like that, right? I'm not gonna.
or they treated us like shit for 4 years when we
Right.
first got out. I
Well,
don't want to go back and into that again.
so working with this Vietnam vet and going through all this, and we're sitting down, and I was with him because I made sure that I went with him just to hear what he was saying, right? And the intake specialist is on the other side, and he's talking to the Vietnam vet, and he's like, well, I had my prostate out, and I sat on pads for a while, so you have trouble with urination, right? Well, no. Well, then why are you sitting on pads, right? I can't. The intake guy can't, or gal can't lead you to the answer, but you need to say it, right? Don't be embarrassed about things. Talk about it. If the ED is a problem, if standing up and feeling like you got to pee is a problem right away, those are symptoms of, right? Those are the presumptives that fall under having your prostate. Well, guess what? That falls under now PACT Act, right? So it's already presumed. Now you just got to start to build those little layers and work yourself up. That's it. That's it. And
Work yourself
it's
up.
and it takes time sometimes. It's just that easy.
It does
Um,
take time, but I want to say too, it's a lot less time than it used to take.
yes,
A
yes.
lot less time. I don't know how
So
long it took you to go through it, your originals. Um, when I got whole, Albert, I retired 10 years ago.
yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah. It took me about 2 years for the first official hey, right?
Right.
And then as evidence started coming in, and you start building cases, and you start having those conversation with your docs, and they're like, hey, what's up with this, right? And then you start having the conversation. Oh, okay. And then, hey, maybe you might want to go talk to an intake, right? And you're like, all right. And then you go over and talk to them. You put it in. Next thing you know, you get bumped up 10%, right? Or 20, or 30, right? And then
Mhm.
7 years later, you get the 100 P and T, and you're like, all right, right,
All right.
everything like it's good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I want to clarify something too. I don't want anybody to be embarrassed about being a 100% disabled veteran, right?
No.
100% permanent and total. The way I explain it to people is when you went in at 18, they asked for your entire history, medical history up to age 18 or 19, 20,
Yep.
whatever it was when you went in. And what that does is that allows the government to make a decision on whether they accept everything about you or not. Once you join, once you're in, everything is the assumption of the government, right? You're a government employee. And I know everybody's heard it, right? You could get an Article 15 for destruction of government property simply by your girlfriend putting a hickey on you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's because you are government property, right? That's what
Mm-hmm.
everybody used to talk about when we were young and kids. And I don't even want to know what they're talking about now. But, you know, well, my kids are in. I don't want to hear
I
that.
don't want to know.
I don't
I don't
want to
want
know
to
that stuff anymore.
know. Yeah.
Um, where was I going? Oh, destruction of government property. So, if you're an infantryman in the Marine Corps and you carry a 60-pound ruck and you do 12 and 13-mile rucks, right? Or you are a if you're an accountant working in an office, right? But you work out to maintain your standards and you tear a muscle or you slip and shred your knee or whatever it is. It
Yep.
doesn't have to be done at work. I need people to understand that. It doesn't
Yep.
have to be done
Yep.
in performance of your duties.
I have a real good one for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, buddy of mine lives right down the block here, 6 houses away. Was in the Marine Corps, drove Amtrak's, the amphibious things.
Yeah.
Um, was in for 6 or 8 years, can't remember for sure. But off duty, they decided up at Lejeune to jump off of a bridge. Well, when they hit the water, he pretty much destroyed his back. Um, And he thought for years that because it happened off duty, not combat related, that he was ineligible. And I said, no. I said, if you were active duty and you have documentation, you had to go to the hospital because of the accident. If you can prove it happened, right? If there's documentation, you're good. He's like, ah. So finally, he went and had a conversation, pulled up his records, took it to the intake, and he is now 100% permanent total.
Right. And the whole time he was just fighting because it happened off duty.
And he's older than me, so he's almost 60. So thank you. I love you too.
Hey, my birthday's next week, bro. So
I know, but you're still behind.
I am still behind. Behind.
And I hope you never catch me. How about that?
Yeah, I don't want to catch you either. You need to stick around longer than me. All right. I mean, that's essentially the way it goes, right? You're not you don't have to be injured on duty. It doesn't have to be a combat zone injury. It doesn't have to be a war zone injury, right? And you know, someday, one of these days, we'll talk about our experiences coming back and how we tried to acclimate for that first couple weeks, couple months.
Boy.
I want you guys to email us here at TUESDAYTalk@save22.vet. Let us know what you'd like to hear about, right? Tell us what you want to go through, what you want to hear, how we went through, right? What the process was. We will review it and we'll try to give you our best answer on it. This is what we're doing now. This is how we make our outreach for Save 22 when we're not at an event. We're going to do Tuesday Talk every couple weeks, and we'll talk about the things that are going on in our own personal lives with military and our struggles and those types of things. And then we'll try to have somebody on who had a Save 22 event or has a Save experience. One of those deals, just to give you that, hey, you know, it's okay, right? It's okay.
Speaking of experiences, Kyle Killinger, 300 miles.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Kyle Killinger, because he's my brother.
Right.
Because he's my brother, Kyle Killinger. So Kyle has run 300-mile jogs, let's just say it, you know, all over the place, all over the country, right? So myself, Chuck Hooks, and John Jr. were lucky enough to be with Kyle for a week. He ran from the deck of the Yorktown in Charleston, South Carolina, Patriots Point, up into Camp Johnson, which is just outside of Lejeune to the Marine Memorial up there. It was 300-ish miles. He rode a ferry. John and Chuck stayed with him the whole week. I stayed with him a couple of days because I was out all over the country running. And, you know, to watch the interaction with the community, to watch the Blue Star moms come up, to hear those stories. We stopped on the beach with the escort because he, you know, needed to take a break. So we're literally on the beach, and all these people are coming up to the cops. What's going on? How's it going? And the cops are like, you need to talk to those guys. You need to talk to nothing bad. Just need to talk to them, right? And the interactions, and then the people that would walk away and come back with family members.
Yeah. Hey, come talk to this guy.
Right. And then kids, man, like little kids coming up and wanting to get a picture with Kyle because they saw this larger than life human doing this phenomenal thing, right? And they just thought it was so cool. And you hear so many stories of my brother, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, my husband, right? My husband, my wife, right? And you just hear those, and all because Kyle just wanted to run up the coast, honestly, right? And that impact, I think people need to understand, like, people always saying, hey, what can I do to help Save 22? What can I do for this? What can I do for that? Go take a walk, man. Go take a walk.
Go take a walk.
Go take a walk. Have people sponsor your walk. And you know what? If you make $25, it's $25, right? And just so people understand too, with some of the partners we have that may or may not be happening this year, you know, those events are free. So that $25, guess what? Now you've bought the participants that may go to some events, and that $25 takes care of their food for the event, right? So it's not always about throwing that $10,000 check down, that $4,000. It's not. $25, $20, $10, $2. all of it coming in, helps support.
Whatever your budget can
Right,
accommodate.
right. And
We
if you
are happy.
feel inclined to donate, please do so. If you feel inclined to, hey, I really want to do an event, you know what? Get together with a bunch of groups that you hang in. Get your friends together, right? We had a community do they did a bar crawl type deal. Everybody chipped in so much money. We took out the merch wagon. Some people drink, some don't, and it was a phenomenal event. Matt went out, and
Yeah.
Matt and Michelle, maybe I can't remember. They went out.
Shauna,
Yeah, yeah, Shauna. Yeah, there you go. And they went out and did and had a wonderful event. And raised 400 or 500 bucks in the community, right? So there are ways you can do things when people say, "Oh, I'd like to get involved, but I don't know what to do." Right? Whiskey Pete, man, if you love to write songs, write a song, brother. And I saw you put something on there. Check out 22 for the 22, Connor Mills, USMC. So Whiskey Pete, I'm gonna check that out when we're done. But there's so much that can be done, and all these little things make a big thing. So anybody that's out there doing something, even if it's small or seems small, it's not. So thank you for all those that do donate, that do spend time, that volunteer time. It helps all of us tremendously. And this is the way we grow and help our partners as well, right? If we're able to grow and we have extra funding, we're able to help partners as well. We're able to expand our reach. Goat Locker, Lex June, Mike Harmon, Ryan Roulette, um, forget Carson Brown, right? And then all these things start coming together, right?
Right.
And we're able to help Goat Locker. Now we know, hey, you know what? Man, I was just at a track. One of my buddies was talking about how much he loves iRacing. He doesn't have a rig. Oh, you know what? Might know somebody, right?
I know somebody that can help you out with that, man.
He's a senior chief if you can deal with all of that. But
You know.
but no, it's cool, man, just to see how far it's come
Right.
from that first hike to
From
where we're at now.
3 guys wanting to take a walk, right? And one event a year.
Yeah.
One event a year, no money. We still don't have any money. That's just the nature of nonprofit business.
Yeah.
3 guys wanting to do things, not knowing what to do, to a year later being a nonprofit. You guys used to say it was an accidental nonprofit.
100% accidental nonprofit. 100%.
100%, right? We nobody knew. And I came to you guys like months, less than 6 months after y'all started. And what's he saying now?
He says he appreciates us short of the senior chief comments. That's not
It
going away anytime soon.
ain't going away. He's the one that started it.
Yeah, with the hand, if I remember correctly.
I do believe he did the knife hand thing.
He did.
So it's on him. It's not on me. It's on him.
But it is crazy looking back when Tom and Jason had the idea at the Marine Corps ball, right? Hey, how about if we do this? Then you get the phone call. Then Marcia shows up. Then Nick shows up, and we're looking at each other. And we're all like, after that conversation, and you just felt like, man,
Maybe we can do this.
Maybe we can do this, right? And
Right.
then honestly, that first hike, like I said, planning on maybe 400 or 500 people, and I don't even remember the number for the first year. I know it was crazy. It's like 13, 15, something like that. It was insane.
The first one.
So it was yeah, it's humbling, man, to see how far it's come, right? It is. And it's not possible. Again, I can't stress it without support from communities, partners, donors, people that just want to help, right? Volunteers. It does not happen.
Their story.
Yeah.
Right? Just tell us what happened to you at a Safe 22 event. Tell us.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a Safe 22 event, right? My story is pretty well known. You jumping on me, get out there and go.
Yeah.
Right. Get out of your own damn way and just go have fun.
Yeah. Hey, John, you like racing. Why don't you want to go? I just don't want to go. Why not? Tell me why. I just don't want to go. Click. All right. Well, I'll call again tomorrow.
I'll call you back in a couple of days.
I'll call you back in a couple of days. Hey, John, you ready to go yet?
No, I don't want to go. Finally, I caved.
You did.
I caved, and I said, I'll go, but Trisha has to go with me.
Yep.
That's the only racing event she's gone with me because she doesn't like it. right? It's not her thing. It's not her scene. She doesn't want to be part of it.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I had to be okay with that. Right. That's the other thing we need to talk about too. I think when you have a partnership, when you're a spouse, when you're married, and you have a yearning, you have a desire to go do things that don't exactly fit your spouse. I am of the impression that I have to be with her 24/7. That is what she wants, right? Let's be clear, that is not at all what she wants.
No.
Let's be clear, right? But in order for me to be me, I have to go do things on my own, right? I have to go racing. I just did community service, volunteered for security for the Hall of Fame this week. You know, the Canton Pro Football Hall of Fame. They have their big festivities once a year. It lasts about 5-6 days. There's always events going on. They're always in need of people. And it gets me out of my house, right? It gets me out of my house. It puts me outside. It puts me in front of other people. And it's not to talk about Save 22 or my struggles. It's to talk about my home, Canton, Ohio, about football. How can I help other people find what they're looking for? How can I get these football celebrities safely from point A to point B without being bombarded? How can I give them a great time and a great experience here in the city of Canton that has nothing to do with the military, nothing to do with my service whatsoever?
Yep.
So I'll challenge you.
Right.
You have to have there goes Al. Al just booked out. I'll challenge people to not stay 100% military and veteran focused. You have to have something else, right? Your entire life cannot be this negativity of your bad experience, right? You have to have something positive in there. So change your mindset, change your perspective, zoom out, like Albert likes to say, right?
Yeah.
Zoom out, see where you really fit.
Take a bigger look at everything, right? Don't walk around like Big O used to say, eyes wide shut, right? Because if your eyes are wide shut all the time, you're seeing what you want to see. You don't want to see the potential, right? You don't want to see what could be. It's a scary thing, man. What if I'm okay? What if I decide one day, like, I'm tired of feeling this way? What if, right? What does that look like?
Right.
What if?
If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you always got.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know if you like being depressed and angry and shitty and constantly in a sense of road rage and right. Like, why don't you just come hang out with us for a little bit, man? Get off your ass, get off your couch, go do something.
Yeah.
Something different.
Go stand out in the yard with no shoes on in the grass, right? Go stand outside with no shoes on in the grass for 5 minutes. Honestly. Don't take your phone. Don't do anything. Just walk outside. Walk.
When my dad passed last year and I put all this pressure, I know that's why you brought this up. When all that going on, I was under the impression that I had to be perfect, right? I have to write this perfect eulogy. I have to stand there with dignity and honor while I'm burying my father, right? I have to do these things. And it got to me. I mean, it really got to me. I was letting stuff pile and pile and pile, and there was really nothing to pile on. And it was either you or Jason that said, bro, hang up the phone now and go ground yourself. And I couldn't make any sense out of anything else. So I did. I shut my phone off. I ran out the side door and I laid down in the grass. I took my shirt off, my shoes, my socks, and I just laid there and realized that right then in that moment, everything is fine. Mm-hmm. Everything. The eulogy wasn't coming for a couple days, right? I realized I was putting so much pressure on myself to do something that my father didn't even want, right? He didn't want any of that I gave him. So I made it as minimum as possible. And then I called my counselor. And Jessica, if you're listening, she has an amazing ability to do that. What did she call it? Episodic treatment, right? So what are you dealing with right now that's overwhelming you? And all she said was, I want you to tell me 4 times when you felt like you weren't enough and 4 times when you felt like you were enough. And what that made me realize was I've always felt that I was enough. I always felt that I was good enough to do anything that I set out to do. I was listening to the other people. I was listening to the negatives, right? I was listening to those people that were afraid to take that step, to jump, to put themselves out there, realizing that everything is fine, laying in the side yard on the grass in the middle of the day. It's okay. It's called grounding. There's a reason. Dude, there are electrical pulses in your head running all through your body. You got to get rid of them at some point, somehow, some way, right? You're an electronics guy. You ground yourself before you start touching electronics. Why wouldn't you ground yourself now?
Yep.
Give yourself some time, right? Give yourself some grace.
Yeah. If you have a pet, an animal, cat, dog, whatever, and you're letting the animals in or out, walk outside without shoes on. Step in the grass while they're using the restroom, while you're letting them out. Give yourself that a few times a day. And I used to think it was like BS, like this stuff doesn't work, right? I'm telling you, there's something to it. There's something to it, right? If you feel yourself getting spooled up, take a minute, do some breathing, right? Um, I I don't do well in traffic. I can't stand it, and I know most of us can't. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's no way out, right? Like you're
no way
trapped.
out.
You're trapped, right?
Exactly. I need to have an out. I can't
Right.
stand when they're sitting next to me. They're blocking the lane.
Yep. And I've learned now, I can only control what I can control, right? That's it. I leave myself space. I always try to leave an out one way or the other. I always try to get in a lane where I at least got a turn lane, or if it's not there, I'm back enough that I can scoot around on the berm if something pops off, right? And I've learned now that that's all I can control. That's it, right? I can do what I can do. I can drive the way I can drive, or I can focus on the guy behind me that won't get off my bumper, right? Or the lady that won't let me over as I perceive it. Well, you know what? Instead of getting mad and shooting around, slamming on the brakes, it's whatever, right? Go ahead, go. You do you, boo. I'm just gonna sit here, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here because it's not worth the stress. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth all those physiological things you're doing to your body. It's not worth it. It's not. You feel so much better when you just whatever. Like and I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if it's part of the new doc I have, all the things I'm working on. I don't know if it's all just finally starting to come, man, but I feel different.
It's an acceptance.
Right. I just feel different. Now, do I still have my moments around the house? Do I still get spooled up? Yeah, I do. I do. But it's different, if that makes sense.
Different. It is different. Your eyes are open, your ears are open, and your mouth is shut.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not complaining. I'm not bitching. I'm taking an inventory of what I can and cannot control.
Right.
Well, you know what I can control? The condition of my house.
Yep.
Right? I can control if my laundry is done, if the vacuum has been run, if the clothes are picked up, if the dishes are done, if my kitchen is clean, if I have a dinner planned out, right? Those are the things that I can control. I cannot control the 84-year-old woman in the Mercury Cougar next to me doing 70 miles an hour in the fast lane, blocking me in behind a cow truck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I cannot control them. They have no idea that my energy is to not be in that position.
Right.
So I can do one of two things. I can accept that she doesn't know what I'm feeling and I don't know what she's feeling, or I can get mad, upset, angry, elevate my pulse rate, elevate my blood pressure, cause some gastrointestinal disorders, if y'all know what I'm talking about, and try to haul ass around everybody. Right. Or get mad and slam on the brakes and road rage and do all those things. I'll give you a little test. Instead of always driving 78, right, in a 70 zone, because you're 7 to 8 miles and over, they're not going to pull me over.
Right.
How about you drive 73? the entire way.
Mm-hmm.
Drive 73 the entire way. Don't just do it. 10-mile strip. Whatever you're doing. You're running to the store. I'm not going to get angry on my drive. Right?
Yep.
Now you can't say I'm not going to get angry. What you can say is I will accept whatever happens on this drive.
Yep.
Right? I accept it. Whatever happens is going to happen. I can't control that. I can control this vehicle and this vehicle only.
Yep.
Try it. Give it a shot.
Yep.
I'm not good at it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what was it that you guys always used to tell me?
I don't know. The list is so long.
Yeah. Sorry. Duh. You've identified the problem. You know how to correct the problem.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to stop talking about the problem?
Mm-hmm.
You know to fix it.
Yep.
You know how to fix it.
Yep.
Fix it.
Yeah, it's just like I told you, I don't know, a couple days ago, right? Like, I needed something done, right? And I needed help getting this thing done, right? So I asked an individual to help get this thing done. Well, I have to understand their schedule as well. And my schedule are two different things, right? If I want something done, I'll find a way to get it done to the best of my ability as soon as I can, right? When you're depending on somebody else, you're on their time, right? And your time and their time is not going to match. So I think I even told you that, right? Like, hey, look, I've got this thing that we're working on. I asked, I haven't heard anything yet. I'm going to go ahead and give it another day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woke up today and guess what?
It's done.
It's done. So I was going to get spooled up because my expectation was should be done right now, right? What are you doing that you can't help, right?
It only takes 5 minutes. Just do it.
Right. But what we're not thinking about is that person has family, friends, things that they're dealing with, health issues, things like that as well, right? So it takes them a little longer, it takes them a minute, right? And it all goes back to what I've been working on. It's called pacing, right? I have to understand I can only do a little bit of work, then I have to break. A little bit of work, then I have to break. A little bit of work, then I have to, and at the end of the day, at the end of the night, I can still form sentences, which is important,
Right?
right? And I don't feel like a big pile of dog poo, right? I feel okay. Now, are there nights where I overdo it and I sit on the porch with Love Kitten and just kind of I don't want to talk, right? She doesn't want that. She doesn't deserve that. She wants to have a conversation. So I have to make sure I save enough energy, enough mind space, enough bandwidth to be able to have that conversation at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And with this pacing, even with driving, like you just said, man, slow down. Let everybody go by you. Who cares?
Let them go.
Who the hell cares? You're going to get there and you're probably going to find out probably about the same time as
Mm-hmm.
well.
You're not really saving anything.
No, and I did exactly that as a test. So screw you for in my head. That was one of my doc's challenges, right?
Yep. Yep.
Why do you come in always like fired like it was a bother to get here? And I said, well, doc, it is. I've come down 31. I sit at the light every time I come down. The light's busy. It takes two times to get through. 31's a mess. People are flying by me. I'm trying to keep up. I get down here. There's construction, people cutting you off. Like I'm all. And she goes, and
Right.
what?
And
She goes, that's every day. You know it's coming. You live in a populated area. You know it's coming. So why don't you try this? And she told me exactly what you just did. Go a different way. Slow down. Slow down.
leave
L-
earlier.
Leave 10 more minutes earlier and slow down. So last time down to VA, I did that. And you know what? About the same travel time. Literally like 3 minutes difference.
Right.
Honestly. And I'm like,
Big deal.
right. And just hearing it and seeing it, and then her pushing it right in my, because she's really good at that. Like, look, here you go, right there. You can't argue it. And I'm like, damn it. Okay. So, the pacing, the slowing down, taking a minute to breathe. I mean, I live in a beautiful area. It's Carolina blue skies. It's nice. Beach is right there. If you're that bad, Go to the beach, put your feet in the sand, put your feet in the water, right? Go to the lake, go to a stream, put your feet in the water. The stuff works. It does. Simply slowing down.
I like what Pete said here. He said, the faster I go, the behinder I get.
Yep. Yep. My grandpa used to tell me sometimes you got to slow down to go faster.
Right.
He used to tell me that all the time because I'd want to mow or work in the garden and just go like hell and be done. And he's just steady pace.
Listen to the guys, listen to the race car drivers as they get older and they progress, right? Especially roundy round guys.
You're right.
Circle track guys. They'll tell you that when they came in, they had a tendency to burn up the right rear and the right front. Why are they doing that? Well, the right rear, they're getting on the gas too early. The right front, they're driving into those corners too hard, right? It's a pacing deal.
Yep.
Right? How hard do I need to push? When do I need to push? And how much do I do it?
Yep.
If I'm pushing in the first 25 laps, I'm not going to have anything left in the last 25 laps.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So if I slow my pace a little, I can push 1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 there, and then I'll be ready for the last 25, right? Mom and Dad always said that. I only recently learned it. Pete, you know this because you're our age, Pete, and we were always told children are to be seen, not heard, right? So we were never allowed to speak back, to talk back, to question authority, right? And you end up shutting your ears off. You're like, well, if whatever I do is wrong, I'm not going to listen to anything you say anyway. I'm going to do what you tell me and I'm out of here.
Right.
Like I left at 18. Apparently I knew at age 7 I wanted out of that house. So, and it's nothing against mom and dad. It was me. I don't like that kind of an environment.
Yeah.
Right. So you're right. The faster I go, the behinder I get. And the more that they say it, the less I hear it.
Yep.
Right. So you know what? Stop.
Yeah. Slow down.
Try something different.
Yeah. Speaking of trying something different.
Okay.
How about this?
Okay.
Save 22 golf outing, bro.
Let's talk about something different. So coming up September.
Because I think we both forgot about it, and it's coming. It's right around the corner.
It is. It's right around the corner. Well, you were talking about it to me this weekend. I don't have any idea what's going on with the sponsorship levels and things like that. But apparently we've picked up a couple sponsors.
We're doing okay.
Matt's working.
Matt
and Riley are doing a great job. You said Tom's been doing some stuff with it too.
Tom's been helping in the background too. So
September 8th at the Quarry in East Canton.
Yep.
We are having our 5th annual. I don't even remember now.
A lot of them.
Golf outing at the Quarry again this year. And we have to learn things on our own. I see it with my children. Bro, you ain't lying.
Yep.
You ain't lying.
And we just talked about that one too, Pete. John, I just told John, it's weird how we teach our children, right, to do all these things to be sustainable on their own, right? We teach them to go, to be on your own, go, go, go. And then when they go, now you're left with empty house and quiet.
Right. So is this what you work for? Right. So what are you gonna what are you gonna what thoughts are you gonna fill your head with? Right. Oh my God, are they gonna get attacked tonight? Oh my God, is their water heater gonna go out? What's he gonna do when he can't cut his grass? What's he gonna do when that's not my choice anymore? That's not my call. I'm not his protector.
Yep. Right? We've done what we can do to share our shared experiences so they don't have to struggle. Right. And it's on them to learn or not learn, accept or not accept. But look, man, my daughter, I'm lucky. She lives just a mile away, right, with the grandson. Right. And I still have 2 offspring here, which
we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
I'm joking, of course. But, it's just weird. Like, you want to see him do so well. You want to see him go. You want to see him move. You want to see him go contribute. You want to see him go. And then when they go, it's kind of like, all right, now what? Now what? Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick. I want to say hi to Steve real quick. Urban Centurion there on YouTube. What's up, brother? Glad you're still here. The kids growing up, right? Like Tiffany's 30, Julia's 25, Julia's pregnant. right? Lucas and Julia are going to have a baby in February, right? Jeffrey just put an offer on a house that got accepted. He's 21. He's going to move out and buy a house, right? We're going through all these things. I don't like the area. I don't like their house. It's not my call. It's not my call. It's what he wants, right? So, celebrate that, right? Celebrate the fact that your kid is making their decision, right? That they're being better. He said, "Sup, homie." Celebrate that they're able to make those decisions. Celebrate that they're able to save some money, that he has a work ethic, that the kids are taking that step forward and they're excited to be parents. And, look at yourself through them and say, look at how we were back when we were 25 and getting ready to have a kid. And, what were you doing at 25, right? What were you doing at 21? And yeah, I know what we were doing at 21, but that's not their life, right? And that's okay. And I can't be mad at them for not having a harder time, right? That's what we asked for. We asked I want to take the hard time so my kids don't have to.
Right.
I want to do this so my kid don't have to. Now, does it affect the way that they see the world? Absolutely. Did what we went through affect the way we see the world? Absolutely. Pete said, they will survive. We are here when they need us. Boy, that ain't wrong.
He's right. 100%.
He is right. They'll make it, right? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Yep.
Be grateful. Be grateful we're not living in a cave and I got to go kill a saber-tooth tiger, right, for dinner, right?
We made it, right?
We made it. We did it.
They'll be fine. They're young. They'll adjust.
Right. They're flexible. Like Tiffany says, I want to be malleable. Well, honey, you're going to be malleable.
Yep.
Right. For you Marines, that means teachable, moldable.
And maybe a few Navy guys that may be listening. Yep. But yeah, man. We went way off the rails there, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did. Hey, let's go back to the golf
outing.
So, yeah. I don't have a link that I can put down into the bottom for anybody to register.
Yeah.
So
It's on all our socials. It's on the website. It's all there, honestly. It's super simple to sign up. You click on, the link, it'll take you in, you put your name in. I think there's options to either pay there or pay cash, but it is important to register so we know how many teams we have coming. Last check and last time I talked to Riley and we talked about, I think we were 24 or 8-ish teams already. So, it's filling up slowly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we should do pretty well this year with the golf outing, which again, will fund us for another year. So
for golf, it'll fund golf for another year. Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about that. So you know what? Right now we're doing 2 leagues: the Mike's Again Golf League and the Magnolia League.
Senior Chief is not happy.
Hey, he started it.
He did. That's all I know.
Hey, let's do this. I'm going to send him a link. We're going to bring him on real quick so he can talk. Oh,
boy. I don't know if I want him on. I'm scared now.
I'm going to send it to him.
I haven't had a really good knife hand in a while.
Well, I think we need to do this because of who he is to us.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man. He is. I know we cut it up, but he's a good dude.
Senior Chief, click that link I just texted you and get your butt on this show real quick. We're going to come talk to you. But 24 teams, or no, not 24 teams.
No.
24 golf. No. Anyway.
Yeah. September 8th, the Quarry, Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio. It's a Monday. I think we've got some corporate sponsorship coming out. I know we've got some corporate teams. I want to give a shout out to GBS, Soul Harris Day Architecture, who both years that I've been involved with the golf outing, those two showed up with multiple teams at those events. And Hilscher Clark. Did I say Hilscher Clark already?
No, you did not.
Hilscher Clark typically sends at least one team. So we're really happy with those guys. Thank you very much for that. Hopefully
fully promoted if Canton does a bunch of stuff to help us out in the back as well. So need to make sure we throw them a little love too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll throw them a little love. I don't know if he's going to come on here or not. We'll see what happens. He's probably not going to come on.
That's fine.
He said he read it, so we'll see. Click the link.
Right.
Click the link. Get in
Do
here.
it. Do
He's
it.
probably
Do
changing his clothes. He was probably sitting there with a corn cob pipe and his slippers and his senior chief robe. Like, I gotta go get dressed now.
What do you mean I gotta come on?
Hey,
But this is the fun part of it, right? It is
right.
because we're lucky enough. We get to see Lex. We get to see Ryan. We get to see Carson. We get to see Carson Ware. We get to see Dawson Cram. We get to see all these drivers doing all of these things, right? And meet all of these people. And we get to meet them
Look who
away
just
from
popped in.
We get to meet them away from all this stuff. Oh,
really?
Yes, really.
Yes.
This is what we're doing on a Tuesday?
A Tuesday morning, to be clear.
Yes, this is what we're doing. So for those of you that don't know, this is Senior Chief Patrick Drabick, CEO, founder of Goat Locker Racing, an iRacing nonprofit that provides racing simulators to veterans in need, allowing them the opportunity to get online and race in multifacets with their simulator with other veterans and civilians across the world. Welcome, Pat. What's up?
Well, thanks. I mean, it was such a warm welcome, hanging out all morning. So I'm glad that you brought me on board so I can just get insulted to my face. This is amazing. Thanks, guys.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, it took two of us to come at you, though, right? That's your story.
I'm just saying.
Hey, real quick, man, tell us about. I don't think people really understand how big the iRacing is, and what you did for Save 22 when you did the paint scheme cars and trucks. I think that was pretty darn cool, man. If you want to talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, I don't think enough people really realize how big iRacing is. So if you're involved in motorsports, I don't care what kind of motorsports you're involved in, I guarantee a lot of those younger drivers are training on the software. It is the exact same software that a lot of professional drivers utilize, and anybody can jump on it. Anybody can head down to Walmart, pick you up a Logitech wheel, sign up for iRacing and jump on. And next thing you know, you could be racing with Carson Brown. You don't know.
Well, let me tell you, I'm going to interrupt you real quick there, Senior Chief. I got to tell you about our young Padawan warrior, Carson Brown. And so I challenged him to an iRacing little go-round. Oh, yeah, and I picked Daytona, and I picked trucks. Don't know why, I just thought it'd be fun. So I get out on him, true story, and I don't see him in the mirrors. Like, I'm looking, and I'm just trying to get speed, and there's a group around us, so you have two rigs side by side just to set the scene. And I'm doing everything I can just because I don't know where he's at. And all of a sudden I see this little blip in the mirror, and I'm like, oh boy. And his dad goes, he's coming, you know that, right? And I'm like, yeah, Mr. Brown, I know he's coming. And I hear, don't call me Mr. Brown. All right, Brad, he's coming. I see it. And Carson leans over and he goes, hey, when I come beside you, don't move the wheel. And I'm like, what? He goes, don't move the wheel. I'm coming. And he's telling me, right? And I keep seeing like the rear view mirror feel full of the truck. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. And he comes up beside me and you feel you start to feel it. And I'm like, oh, and I honestly just about like that. And that truck, he sent me. And I look at him when we're done, once I get done spinning and crashing and wrecking and everybody's laughing, right? And he says, and I asked him, is it that realistic? Is it that close? And he says, yeah. He goes, those little bumps you feel, he goes, they're in the track. The car moving around, he goes, that's air, that's push, that's side push, that's what's happening. He goes, we're actually moving around on the track together. And I'm like, so to your point, he uses it. I know Bailey Curry uses it for sure because I've seen him race as well. So it's really cool, man, that you give vets this opportunity, like to actually feel it, right? But the last part of the story is I'm going to tell you how he caught me.
Oh boy.
He was using pit lane at 181 miles an hour.
Well, I mean,
as a cut through.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying, right?
Well, there you go. I just want to set the record straight for a fact that I indeed was in front of Carson Brown. That's my story.
I mean, if that makes you feel better at the end of the day, I mean, congratulations. I'm happy
having you here face to face makes me feel better for today.
Oh boy. Well, we'll see how this thing ends up. I'm not sure you're going to feel that the same way at the end of this thing, but no, we here at Go Locker Racing, I mean, we're getting geared up for our fall season. We're going back to racing 7 nights a week. You know, over the next 3 months, we will host well over 100 races online for our veterans and our first responders. And we're doing everything this year from, you think of stock car stuff, we have our ARCA series, Xfinity, we have Cup, we have trucks. For the fall this year, we're bringing IndyCar in. So for our open wheel fans, we're going to have IndyCar. And then for our IMSA guys, we have our sports car series that runs on Saturdays. And then of course we do our little goat talk on, Thursdays as well. So we are not at a lack of people to be engaged with us. All of our races are broadcast live on YouTube through the V Speed Network. So if you want to come engage with us, check out what these veterans and first responders are doing on track. All of our races start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're taking the next 3 weeks off to kind of restructure some things. The full fall season starts the week of August 25th. But Al, I mean, you brought up a little cool thing we did. So like with our sponsors and everything that we do, and believe me, if you can guess how much it takes to put all this together. On top of, we've given out almost $30,000 worth of equipment to our nation's warriors. We're getting geared up for our next one. And, so a lot of the guys that race with us, guys and gals and all that stuff that race with us, love our sponsors. And when Save 22 came on board this year, I mean, people just gravitated toward it. You've seen them, they're following your guys' social media, they're interacting, they love it. And a lot of them started painting their cars and their trucks and stuff with the Save 22 paint schemes. And I'm like, hey. And I think I hit up John at one point in time. I was like, hey, I got a bunch of drivers that run Save 22. You're cool with it? He's like, wait a minute. We've got agreements in real life. I'm like, this is not real life. I'm talking to Sid, brother. And he's like, yeah, go for it. And so we hosted a paint scheme competition for Save 22.
Yep.
And there were some amazing paint schemes or liveries, however you want to say it, depending on what side of the pond you come from.
Right.
Some amazing ones that were put together, and we put together a prize pack for the winner. I can't remember exactly who won it, but we had guys painting up the old 87 stock cars, the new Cup cars, trucks, Xfinity, ARCA. It was so cool to see all those.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. So thank you very much for that. It was cool to see. Like, I know I was getting like the cars. I don't know who was sending them to me. It might have been even you. And I'm, each car that came through, you were sending like, hey, check this out. Hey, check that out. And man, there's some guys who spent some time. There's some people who spent some time because they're really nice.
They do it, but man, they got some talent.
And we got some really talented individuals around here that really enjoy it, and I'm glad they have those skill sets and everything. But I mean, Go Locker Racing is doing phenomenal. I mean, our membership online is approaching 500 at this point in time.
No kidding. Awesome. Great.
And we just continue to grow and get bigger. And so we've got a lot of great events coming up as well. I know you guys are busy as heck, and one of these days our paths are going to intersect.
They need to. They need to.
Yeah, whether it's at a track or an event or something along those lines. I was struggling with a little bit of health issues a couple of months ago. Couldn't make the hike. Feeling a lot better now. So we've got the big Sim Expo up in Chicago the first weekend of September. We'll be up there for 4 days, hanging out with all the nerds and geeks that enjoy, sim anything. I mean, it's going to be flight simulators. It's going to be racing. It's probably going to be farming and trucking. And I'm hoping somebody's got the goat simulator there because I think that would work out perfect. I mean, what better thing to do? Have a goat simulator there. That would be amazing to me.
And you bring it on yourself. You wonder why.
It's an actual thing, man.
It's a team. It's a game.
Oh, it's a game called Goat Simulator.
Goats.
Wow.
Raising goats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm not making this up, man. It's a real deal thing. It's a goat simulator. So.
Wow.
But no, I'll say this, and I'll say this many a times, man. I love what you guys do. I love both of you dearly. And what you guys are out there doing on a day-to-day basis is absolutely amazing. And I know it's a grind, man. It is a grind, to do this, and we do this out of the kindness of our hearts, and we want to give back, and we want to be make sure that our brothers and sisters are taken care of no matter what. And it's a grind, man, and it wears on you. So thank you for all that you guys are doing. I know you go through a lot and you put a lot together. Thanks for hanging out with Goat Locker Racing. Y'all didn't have to come over and help us out and be partnered with us, but it's been an amazing journey, and I can't wait to see what we do.
And you know what was cool for me too, and I think I sent you guys a video or uploaded it, and I tagged you guys. We were at Charlotte, and we were in for an ARCA race, and I happened to walk by a car, and I saw a Goat Locker Racing sticker on it. And I went, hold on. And I went back and I videoed it. So I'll send it to you if I hadn't.
Yeah.
I videoed it, and I just kind of come up the car and I showed it, and I'm like, man, there it is, right? It's cool to see how close but far apart we are, right?
Right.
Just distance wise, bro, 800, 900 miles away. In the community, we're like this, which is where I'd rather be, honestly, anyway, because this is the way we all get better. It is.
Well, at the end of the day, you don't want to live close to me. I mean,
you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I'd bug the hell out of you, and we both get in trouble, and it's not good for anybody's health.
I already get in trouble as it is, so it would be just amplified.
Hey, my wife already said I'm not allowed to move to Calabash, so I can't be next to Albert. So it is what it is, fellas. It is what it is. Hey, but you've got some stuff coming up. You're working on a big deal for 2026 with some IndyCar guys, man. I'm really excited for you, man. I really am. I want. Can you tell the AJ Foyt story real quick?
I can tell the AJ.
I really want to hear it because he calls me right after this meeting. I want you to know that. And we were cracking up. So
it was
set the stage, brother.
It was one of those crazy, and I know you guys have been there before. It's how the heck did we get here type moment, that you're just like, man, I can't believe I'm here. So I'm here in Indianapolis, the home of IndyCar. 90% of, I'm making up statistics at this point in time because 78% of all statistics are made up.
And the other half's just false.
If you say it with conviction, and you use a weird number, people will believe you. Like 78% of all statistics are made up. They're like, oh wow, oh wait, that was made up too. Yeah, that's my. There's your lesson for the day. Mark that one down.
Thank you.
But so we're here in the home of IndyCar, and I grew up here in Indianapolis. So I grew up all around it, and we've been lucky enough to be connected to a lot of teams, same as you. They just happen to be IndyCar teams. And so we got involved with Arrow McLaren, which, if you ask me, is one of the top two IndyCar teams in the world, Penske being a big one and, Chip Ganassi being another one. So you've got those top three teams. And we got connected to Arrow McLaren in a couple different ways. And then I was, trying to set up a meeting. And, somehow or other another, Tony Kanaan, and if you don't know who Tony Kanaan is, well, shame on you. But secondary, he is an IndyCar champion and Indy 500 champion as well. And just an incredible individual. He does a lot in the sim racing world as well. He has his own esports team. So I had this meeting set up with a couple of people at Arrow McLaren, and somehow TK got word that I was coming, and he's like, I want to be a part of that meeting too. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
So I got to sit there and meet with TK in his office, and just such an amazing guy. So full of energy. If you follow him on social media or have ever seen him, he's just full of energy and just such a great guy. And so we're sitting there and we're chopping it up about a couple different things, and he really understands what we do and really loves what we do. So we're talking about some things in the future, and his phone rings. And he's like, oh, I got to take this. And then he shows me the phone, and it's got AJ Foyt, on it. And I'm like, oh, wow. And so he picks up the phone and he's like, hey, and you can hear AJ in the background talking. He's like, well, I'm here talking to Goat Locker Racing. I got to let you go, man. And then he hung up on AJ Foyt. And I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah.
AJ
so
Foyt.
What I heard in all of that.
On AJ Foyt to talk to me.
So what I heard in all that is Patrick was like up here and AJ was down here. That's what I'm hearing, right?
I'm nobody, man. I'm just a random dude with a goat on my shirt, He's just like, hey, I gotta go. I'm talking to Goat Locker Racing. I'll call you back later, and just bloop. And I'm like,
huh?
Wow.
Huh.
So yeah, we got a lot of really cool things happening with IndyCar here over the next couple of months. Obviously, they have been in the throes of the season, and
Right.
just like anything else, they're in Portland this weekend coming up. So at the end of the IndyCar season, we're going to be doing some really cool things. Not only with IndyCar, we're working on a partnership with Indy Next as well, which is the feeder series to IndyCar. Yep. So think of Xfinity and Cup. So the Xfinity series of IndyCar is Indy Next, and we're talking with them as well. So it's humbling. At the end of the day, it's just very humbling to see how many people, and you all talk about it so often, how many people gravitate towards your mission, want to be a part of your mission, recognize what you're doing, love what you're doing, and just want to contribute in their way. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see some of this cool stuff. And I'm just a racing fanatic at the end of the day. And believe me, when I was sitting in, anytime I walk into Arrow McLaren, I've been there a few different times. People are talking to me, but I just hear the want because there's race cars around. I was there with their chief of operations or their chief of staff, and she was walking me around the race shop. And I promise you, to this day, she was saying words. I don't know what those words were. I really don't know, because there was like Kyle Larson's IndyCar over there. This was before the 500. There's Pato Award stuff over there. There's the haulers over there, and I'm like, yeah. So it's
got fanboying for a couple minutes.
I do, man. I catch myself, and I caught myself when I was sitting there with Tony Kanaan, man. I'm just fanboying.
Yeah. It's weird though too, because like we've gone. I'll say for me, like I've been to a lot of facilities, a lot of races, right? Seen a lot of drivers, right? And it's cool. And John was with me in Atlanta, and we came across a driver, and just saying, "Hey, man, how are you?" Right? Yeah. Not can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? Nothing, right? How are you? And that driver stopping, and then asking, having a conversation. And before he leaves, he goes, you guys always check on everybody else. You're always quick to make sure everybody else is good. He goes, let me ask you something. You good? And I can tell you, in all the times I've been to a track, it's happened 3 times. And that was one of 3. And I'll never forget that conversation. Every time I'm at the track, I go to that driver and I make sure that I at least shake his hand. I wait patiently because he's a pretty prominent driver. And when he's free, he'll come over and give us 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a minute, right? Whatever he can. But I'm sure to do that. And, back to your point, it's such a rush when you get to meet like one of your childhood or somebody you follow, and you see him and you're like, and you do, all you hear is or nothing
or nothing
at all. Yep. Right. So I don't know what you're saying to me, and I don't care. But it's just cool, man, to hear those stories. Like, you get excited about it too, right? John, when Lex won that final, watching him, and I told him this, like, he's bouncing around the outside. I'm going to tell it, John, I don't care. And he's bouncing around the outside, and you watch the video, man, and he's looking for the spot. He's trying to find his spot, right? Like, where do I fit here? Where do I fit? I'm on the outside. I've got everybody gathered up. I'm enjoying it. We're all together, but he's still not in it, right? He's there.
Yeah.
And then Gerda falls to the ground, right? And John's right there, like right there talking to her. They're sharing a moment. And I told him, I said, bro, you found your spot. You found it. You did, right? So live in those moments, man. Live in that moment. That was your moment. That's nobody else's. That's yours, right? So you live in it any way you want to, whether it's listening, not listening, geeking out, goat simulating, whatever it is, right? Just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it, right?
And I have a new verb for the day. Goat simulating.
Goat simulating. Hey, are they thinking goat?
Hey, 78% of the people do it. It's a statistic.
Right. Yeah. 50% of them are quitters.
I'm telling you. I have bull crap my way through a lot of things. Never make it a round number. Never say like 60%. It's like 62%.
Right. 2.3. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now I'm telling some trade secrets right now, but that's okay.
I'll keep them on the down low, man. Nobody else will know.
Right.
But we'll keep it quiet. Well, hey, Chief, thanks for coming down. Thanks for talking to us. Really amazing stuff that you're doing with the iRacing and Goat Locker. I'm so glad you picked up the phone and got a hold of us earlier this year. It's been a phenomenal partnership to raise the awareness for both organizations, right? Just absolutely incredible. So kudos to you. Hopefully we can see at some drag racing events. Lex and I just talked this week. We are not going to do the U.S. Nationals this year. We're going to commit to the IHRA event. So we'll be at Dragway 42. We'll be at National Trail Raceway in Columbus. And then we'll be at
North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's where we're going to be the first weekend in November. So hopefully you can come around and say hey and hang out and get to meet some of those guys. I don't know if they have a drag racing simulator and iRacing for you guys, but
not yet.
It'll
get there.
Not yet, but we'd love to bring a couple of you guys to the track, hang out with Lex, showcase what you do, set you up with us, and
absolutely
go from there.
Yeah,
so we'll get it going.
Awesome. Well, thanks for giving me a ton of shit this morning and then inviting me onto the show. I mean, I feel
in front of your face.
Yeah. So, thanks.
Well, hey, man, we always say you got to talk about, if you're going to talk about it, you got to be about it. So,
That's
true. What? We were being about it today.
Yeah. Yep. And then if you're just going to call me out and send me a link, you damn right I'm going to show up. You ain't going to call me out like that. I ain't no punk.
I love it. I love it.
Now watch Thursday night, 8:05. I'm gonna get a text. Hey, on.
Yeah. I'll make sure that my phone's off for that.
I'm gonna turn that bad boy to do not disturb.
Yeah.
No,
man. No.
Gauntlet has been thrown down, gentlemen.
Hey, if you ever need help, you already know.
I know, brothers.
You already know. Thank you, Senior Chief.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Take care.
Talk to you, buddy.
Yep. That was awesome.
Love having him on, man. Just a guy that had a dream. It's kind of the same as us. He struggled for a little bit, had a hard time when he got out, and then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to start iRacing. And I think iRacing is a wonderful thing. A lot of people that I talk to, they're like, it's just a video game. No, it's not just a video game. You and I were talking yesterday. You called me about 4:00 and asked me what I was doing, and I was playing Formula One on the Xbox, right? Season stuff. And do the entire season. And what it does for me, number one, is it gives me a goal, right? A goal.
Keep talking, buddy. Keep talking.
It gives me a goal to be better every lap, or to establish some sort of consistency, or to I don't want to say waste time, because I'm not really wasting time, right? All my emails are done. My house is cleaned up, right? The wife is gone. The yard's cut. It's not like I'm avoiding doing anything by playing on a video game. I'm doing something that I enjoy and allowing myself that enjoyment, right? So this iRacing stuff, man, like Legos. Yeah, we did do Legos too. We talked about Legos too.
Yeah, that's how I shut off.
Well, I can't go get my C-130. I got a C-130 model I put together.
I know you had to show me. Oh, mine's bigger. Look,
it's a dick swinging.
Legos. We're talking about Legos.
But hey, just go do whatever you like to enjoy, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Your mom and dad could not give two shits what you're doing because they don't understand it. Your kids, they don't understand it. Your wife, she definitely doesn't understand it. So just do you. Just go do you. Who cares what anybody else thinks? And I think that's what a lot of us struggled with was, what is somebody going to think of me because I'm a veteran. I have PTSD. I'm a disabled vet. Well, first of all, you're listening to labels, number one, right? And when you listen to a label, that's going to put you in a box. And then when you fight that box, you're going to be like, well, I can't get out of this box because I'm disabled, or I'm this. I have PTSD. I'm ADHD. I'm ADD, whatever this is. Stop labeling it. You're you. You are you. Let's figure out what makes you go and let's do it.
Yep.
Right? Let's do it. I don't care if it's video games, Legos, growing tomato. My tomatoes still haven't bloomed any tomatoes yet. Over fertilize them, right? I ran too fast, too hard, too quick. Now I got to wait.
So you need to slow down to go faster?
Slow down to go faster, right? When you was running them Indy cars out west, the cars were weighed half as much and the tires were twice as wide.
Yep.
But hey, guys, we've been on for almost 2 hours today, and it kind of really flew by. We've been about an hour and 45 minutes. So big thanks to everybody. Let's check the comments real quick.
And while you're doing that real quick, I just want to remind everybody, Save 22 golf outing, September 8th, Monday, Corey, East Canton, Ohio. Check out the socials, check out the website. Go sign up if you want to golf. It's fun.
Yeah,
I promise you, it's a good time.
You want to support us? Hey, sponsor a hole. What's our hole sponsorship? Like $100, $150, I think.
50 to 100, I think. It's somewhere in there. So, and you get a sign for it too, which is kind of cool, you know. So, I'll be doing my sign again this year for Hags. So,
yeah,
that's what I do.
That's what he does. Do you want to talk about Hags real quick and why Hags? Not yet. Maybe next time. Let's do it next time.
Maybe next time.
Let's do it next time. So, hey, Urban Centurion on there. Get some, Chief, and speak it, Flyboy. That's kind of what I do there, Steve.
So, yeah, he's good at talking.
I am good at talking. Sometimes I tend to over bloviate.
Yeah.
Whiskey Pete, appreciate it, guys. And then I don't know who Toto Payne Diaz is, but hey, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and you're right. He would be way too close to use my lawnmower.
Yeah. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Not touching the lawnmower.
Hey, Saturday Java Coffee Company. Oh, wrong button. We'll put that down at the bottom real quick. Saturday Java Co. Company. SaturdayJavaCo.com. They are donating proceeds back to Save 22 from their sales. So thank you to those guys. Get yourself some coffee. It arrived in like 3 days from the time he said he was going to send it. I've got 2 pounds of it here I'm going through right now. So I'm about 1 done. Got another one. He sent me a hazelnut, I think it was.
That's why we need first sergeants.
Hey, well, I was a first sergeant, but I'm retired. Right?
I was just a sergeant, so that doesn't count. E4 Mafia, baby.
E4 Mafia. You guys are something else. I wasn't very long for that Mafia. I was only an E4 for like 2 years.
Well, look at you.
I went in late.
Yeah.
No, I didn't go in late. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, we got the Saturday Java Coffee Company right there down at the bottom. Hit them up. Buy a pound of coffee. They'll donate some money back to us, so that'll help us out. The IHRA tickets, motorsports at save22.vet right here at the bottom. Hit us up. You'll be part of our motorsports newsletter coming out. Info at save22.vet if you want the general stuff. And let's not forget free admission to the IHRA Nitro Outlaw Series events for the remainder of the 2025 series. That's 3 events, 2 in Ohio, 1 in North Carolina. Be there or be square, like we like to say.
Ward Burton Foundation.
Thank you. First weekend of November.
South Boston, Virginia.
I think we
25.
got October too, right?
There's something
not set yet.
It's not set yet. That's why I didn't mention it yet.
All right. We got the coffee and conversation Tuesday, the 12th in Worcester because of the Veteran Service Commission out there. Thank you, Sunday Porter. And maybe Props and Pistons on the 16th. We're not quite there yet. We don't know if we're going to be able to get over there or not. So check us out all over social media, Save22, Save22.vet, Save22 Veterans. Me on TikTok at Johnny Flyboy. Albert's running our Save 22 stuff for a while Riley's away. Again, thoughts and prayers.
I am trying. I am no Riley Benson.
We are not those people.
Yeah. And then the Carolinas real quick. Again, August 30th, that weekend we'll be at Greg Rolls Theater on Main Street in North Myrtle. 2-day event there. Leave right from there and go right to Mustang Week, which is Myrtle Beach. That's the 1st through the 6th. We'll be at a static display Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the Myrtle Beach Mall by Bass Pro Shops. We'll be back there, same place as last year. If anybody was there last year. Then we got the events you talked about. So we're all over the place. And please don't forget that golf. Outing.
Golf. Come on over. East Canton, Ohio, September 8th. Come on over, say hello, play some golf. I don't know what kind of prizes we got. That's somebody else's division. Albert and I are really focusing on the motorsports these days.
Yep.
Letting other people handle other events, which is really taking some pressure off of us. So thank you to those guys for running that golf event, Matt and Michelle and Shauna and
with football season coming, you just never know what opportunities might be available unofficially.
I can't really see it. Is that the Coastal Carolina guys?
Oh, that would be the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Yes, yes. So, again, keep an eye on socials because you never know when there might be opportunities to be down on the sidelines, greet the players, hang with the coaches. You never know.
Carolina has been a phenomenal partner. They really have. They've given some guys and some gals some once in a lifetime experiences, and the staff and the school and the players have just been so welcoming and accommodating to everybody.
And we need to thank John Wagner for he was on the Coastal staff for a few years. He's retired since then. But he's our point of contact for Coastal, making that happen. So thank you, John Wagner, for making sure that there's an opportunity out there. Unofficially, of course.
Unofficially,
of course. Yeah.
Thanks to everybody for listening today. Go check out Kyle Killinger and his foundation, Because He's My Brother. Another phenomenal supporter, right? They get out and they walk. That's their therapy. That's their treatment. That's how they get through things. There's always an option, guys. If you're struggling, let's talk about it, because if we don't know somebody, we probably know someone who does.
Yep. Blue Star Mothers of Carolinas has been another. Since Kyle's run, they've been contacting me, wanting to know if we need anything, make sure we're okay. Being the mom, right? That's what they're doing, which is very much appreciated.
And on the same lines of the Blue Star Moms, I want to talk about Sam Center Massillon real quick. Serving area military and veterans. Massillon, Ohio, Canal Fulton, Ohio. They run a food pantry twice a month. They have avenues for you to file for your disability claims. They can get you the housing people that you need to talk about, right? That you need to talk with. What's it called when you're moving and things like toiletries and things like that, right? If you are a homeless veteran, please stop by the Sam Center. We can get you what do we call them? Roll wraps,
Ranger rolls, or that's what we used to call them. I don't know what they're called anymore, but
Ranger rolls, stuff you need for the house, right? Hey, if worse comes to worse and you can't figure it out, email us right here at Tuesday Talk, right?
Yep.
Email us here at Tuesday Talk. We'll try to get you hooked up with whatever you need.
To back up what you're saying there too, Sam Center, real quick. Down here, we have a place called a Veteran Home Welcome Resource Center. They have a cafe and mini museum. They have homeless abilities to stay with them if needed. And then they also do job placement and VA benefits at the same time. So you're getting the job, the benefits, the housing, and you're earning your way. It's not free. You are earning your way. You are earning your way by giving back. So that's a requirement. So he will actually put vets at the cafe and let them work. So they're getting an income as well. And then they go through the program, and he's had a very good success rate. His name's Scott Dulbon. And so if you're in the Myrtle Beach area and you need help with anything, Veteran Welcome Resource Center.
Veteran Welcome Home Resource Center, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, man.
Yep.
Great stuff. Great guys. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Scott.
Much like the Sam Center. I mean,
much like the Sam Center.
Very parallel. Yes.
Very similar. Very similar. Albert, you got anything else to say?
No. I'm tired.
I'm tired too. I gotta go take a physiological break. Got to talk about that whole as soon as you stand up, got to go deal.
Yep.
So tune in. It's going to be 2 weeks, guys, because next week I'll be gone. I'll be on site unless I can figure out a way to broadcast remotely. We're going to be back on the 19th of August. So hit us up right here, Tuesday Talk, save22.vet down there. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Peace out, everybody.